Right. Now to signal the horn. All right. Welcome to the Fray Interactive Community Event. This is a very special occasion. We are here with Rachael Mezer, who has made a significant contribution to SCP-5K. She has lent her vocal talents to the role of Crow and has become the first interactive character in SCP-5K. We've talked a lot about unveiling the narrative, and she has made a critical role in unveiling the master plan of 5K and finally taking the step towards bridging the gameplay experience with the story we want to tell. Rachael, pleasure to have you on this Saturday evening.
Happy to be here. Nice to see you all.
So you right now, hopefully everyone can see, I have a stream of a collection of your work. You've done a lot of voice acting in the realm of indie gaming, major big titles, as well as other cartoons. How did you get started? Being a voice actress or actor, what is the preferred term?
Either's fine. Yeah, I answered to both, and I use both interchangeably.
All right.
As...
I gotta turn off my stream, unfortunately. All right.
Was it capping the...
Yeah, it was capped at 25.
Yeah. I worried that might happen. I was like, same with, I think I still can have my camera on, but if I need to turn it off so we can have people here, I'm fine with that. I don't mind hiding in the shadows. I'm fine with that. As far as getting started, I was a theater major in college, and I was about 3 years into it when I realized that was going to be really difficult to make a career out of. It's not impossible. There's people who do it, but I had friends who were in New York on Broadway, and they still had day jobs. LA, and it was I'm far too self-conscious for LA, is what I've learned. And so my friend was like, well, you do some weird voices. Why don't you go into voice acting? And at the time, this was like 2012, 2011, back in the yonder years, back forever ago, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, back in 2012. There was still stuff, like there was a Voice Acting Alliance was around. You could find stuff online. I think even Funimation at the time had a little, you could apply to be a voice actor. And I was just too stubborn to quit. So if you stick with any art field long enough, from my experience and from the people that I've talked to, you tend to be able to make it a career. You just have to outlast a lot of the other people, and then eventually you're the one with like 10 years of experience, and you're booking jobs from it.
All right, so we do hear that it's a little. It pains me to say this. Can you try turning off the camera for a second? We want to see if we can get more people in here.
Let me try that.
All right, to everyone, join now. We have the cameras off. Hopefully, it shouldn't be capped. We'll have to experiment to see what we can do to make sure that we don't run into this in the future. But everyone get in here. So you had a classical theater background. What made you choose sort of voice acting? As did you were you like kind of like a nerd growing up who grew up with cartoons and Toonami, or was it sort of like a chance of opportunity?
It was a little bit of both. I was really into Sailor Moon growing up. I was really into Pokemon. I had these ones, but Inuyasha was another one that I kind of stuck with for a bit. I did kind of, I don't want to say like grow out of it because then I grew back into it. So I don't know what the term would be. I left it for a little while because high school, middle school, and then around college, I started getting nostalgic for things. So I started playing my Game Boy, which I still have a bunch of my retro games and everything. And so it was a little bit of both of the opportunity arose. I wasn't, and I'm still not super familiar with anime, mainly just because nowadays there's so many. It's not that I'm like, oh, I just don't have the time to sit down and watch a bunch of them. But I'm very grateful to the people that are anime fans and video game fans, and they tune in to see like this, or they have some inspirational stories about things. And so for me, it was Sailor Moon and Pokemon. I would still absolutely die to be in Pokemon. I'd love to do anything related to Sailor Moon. If they want to call me up and they're like, "We need you to meow," cool, I can do that. Like, just let me know. But there's certain ones that have my heart, and I'm very loyal to those ones.
And those are sort of your like kind of dream roles to hopefully be. I mean, Pokemon's going on forever. I wouldn't doubt it.
It's going the One Piece route, and I managed to make it in One Piece, so I'm still holding out hope for Pokemon.
I think the odds are ever in your favor. There's like 1,000 critters. Each one of them needs a voice. There's always new characters. I think you've got a shot that you will be able to put your name on that monument, that incredible monument of pocket monsters.
I
So
believe in the you that believes in me, so thank you.
So has this changing world where like you've been in a ton of different high profile anime, has the changing market where anime has become much more mainstream? Because like I remember in college, we would like get it from BitTorrent, fan subs. That was kind of the culture that pushed it. But now it's available on every major streaming platform. There are bidding rights for major series. It's the closest to mainstream. It's not quite Marvel MCU acceptance, but I'd say it's very close to bridging that gap. Has that sort of created more opportunities? The fact that we're seeing like dubs simul released with subs.
I think it has. I think there's a lot more opportunities for voice actors. With some of the stuff, it is very location based, so that's where it becomes a little limiting. I do personally think the technology is there, and I saw it there during 2020, where people could record remotely and send it in. So I hope that studios become more open to that in the future, because I think there's a lot of amazing talent that just happens to not be located in, say, Texas or California. I'm very lucky that I'm in Oklahoma, so it's not that far of a drive. I do work with a studio that allows me to do, and I think occasionally there's a studio or two where you can still patch in for small stuff, so that I don't have to drive down. And I'm very blessed for that situation. But I think there's a lot more roles that are becoming open. I hope that it continues to be more open, that we start to allow more remote talents and actors that are from all over the world. So I'm hoping that that becomes a thing. But currently, there is a lot more. There are a lot more roles. They're still going to about the same amount of actors because of the location thing. So if you are an actor who wants to get into it and you're like, hey, I keep seeing the same actors over and over and over again, it's partly that. It's also a little. It's like a benefit and a curse. You have um, this rush deadline to turn around dubs after subs. I mean, see things that are like, we have 2 weeks from when episode one came out to when we have to have the dub out. And so that also means that they rely on actors for the same types of roles over and over again, because you don't have the luxury of time to experiment with a new actor and see how they fit for the role and if it'll work, and then redub them if they don't work. So there's benefits to that. Of it allows, especially with there's being so much more media coming out, I think once we allow remote workers, we'll have a much wider amount of actors who can get into things, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
So I have several friends who all wanted to be voice actors. They all think it's like so easy. You just do silly voices into a microphone. You book a Bob's Burgers or Simpsons and you're set for life. But that is not the reality. What was the suggestions you'd give to any aspiring voice actors or actresses who are here right now? What sort of let you bridged that gap and started that snowball where you got more and more prestigious roles?
It's two factors. One is just be stubborn. That's my best advice to any artist in general. Is if you want to do something, you have to keep at it. I think with current like social media and everything, we expect stuff to be instantaneous, but an overnight success is like 15 years in the making. There's stuff that's building up behind the scenes, even if you don't see it before, say, something goes viral or somebody emerges on the scene. So it's just be stubborn, keep at it. The other thing I would say is personally, and this is just what worked for me. Ask tons of voice actors. There's like a million voice actors, and there's 2 million ways to get into voice acting. So for what worked for me is I would take on smaller roles, background roles. I wouldn't say no to something that wasn't a lead, because it could build into other things. And so if I had maybe 15 background character roles, then it would be enough for somebody to trust me with, say, like a supporting character for an episode. And then that supporting character would be a supporting character for a season. And that would lead to like a lead character. So there's this snowball effect of taking on smaller roles and experimenting with it, so that you also show, look, I can stay consistent with something. You can trust me with longer roles. And that's part of the other thing is in industry nowadays, they're very afraid to, or some industries are afraid to take risk on newer actors, because, and as somebody who hires newer actors, I've been burned by this in the past, where I'll hire somebody in January and we need to do patches in August or September, and they've quit voice acting. They're like, "Oh, I'm not doing it anymore." And so now I'm in this hard place where maybe part of the game is done with a voice actor, and now I go, okay, well, do I just recast the stuff prior? It becomes a whole thing. And so that's part of where those smaller roles help you establish credibility. It's like, look, I've been doing this for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Maybe they've not been lead roles, but it still means something.
Oh, so not only are you a voice actor, you're also an ADR director or
I
voice.
help cast video games. Yeah, so
Ah.
I don't do the ADR stuff, but I have helped cast some video games.
Oh, that's awesome. That does seem to be like very common in the field that like the voice actors and actresses go on to like kind of like become management roles. They sort of know it because like what do you think defines a great video game voice performance? What are you looking for in your casting someone for a video game role? What are the sort of great definitive qualities that separate voice acting from a traditional theatrical performance or a performance for film and television?
Yeah, so theater, you're playing for the back of the crowd. You're very big. You're with body expressions and voice and everything. And film is very very small. You've got very close up shots, minute face movements or voice movements will do. Voice acting kind of falls in between, and it does depend on the medium you're going for. Anime is like the theater of voice acting, very big most of the time, very big, very extreme. And then you have some video games that are very nuanced, very subtle, realistic types of delivery. So one of the things I look for is what is the type of project I'm casting, and I also listen for actors who are doing that type, that they also are kind of paying attention. So I don't want somebody who's coming in for a very realistic looking video game who's coming in with an anime-esque performance. It just won't match, and it's very hard to pull an actor back from that. It's possible, but it requires a lot more time in the studio. And sometimes I'm allowed that as a director. Other times, most of the time we're paying by the hour. So I might not have the ability, if we have, you know, 50, 60 lines to get through in an hour. That's almost a line a minute. We need to be booking it. And so I might not have the ability to constantly pull back. I also listen for the main thing personally is I listen for creativity. Even if you're off with the audition lines, I listen to how much you can play with the lines that still fit within the character. And that gives me a bit more hope as a director that we can work together to create something beautiful. It's not just me telling the actor, "Hey, say it like this," or letting the actor go wild. It's a dance between the two of us that creates a role that we might not have had, and a performance that we might not have had otherwise.
Speaking of voice quality, I am getting a few comments from the YouTube stream that you're a little bit low. Is it possible if you could turn up your gain?
Oh, listen, that's not a problem, guys. I got you. They're probably gonna regret that. Does that sound a little better?
A little bit scratchy, but I think that definitely addressed the volume.
Okay. Thank you, YouTube people. I appreciate it. We rely on that because I tune things up and it tells me I'm picking up. Right now, it tells me I'm peaking. That's the volume I'm used to. So right now, it tells me I'm peaking, but some of the stuff when I plug it in, I don't know. I'm so tech. Tech and me are mortal enemies. Until the end of time, we will do this dance. So I appreciate everybody with the feedback on that.
We will get it right, but that is fascinating. How did you make that transition from like actor to casting director? Was it just sort of the opportunity late it came to you, or do you think it's just like your natural theater instinct put you in a good role to kind of like pick people for video games and sort of cast them?
It was a little bit of both, but mostly it was I was, and it's still this way today, where I will get cast in something, and it's very intimidating for a bunch of casting directors and people working on projects, game devs or project managers who don't know how to approach an actor. They don't know where to go to try and find actors. And so what tends to happen is they reach out to me for some kind of role and they say, "Hey, can you help us with the other roles? Can you get like these other characters cast for us because we don't know where to go?" And I have the same issue when occasionally I want to hire an artist for merch or stream designs. And I'm like, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to post. I don't want to underbid somebody and seem like I'm trying to screw them up on payment. So yeah, I think it's mostly that where casting directors have either said like, and partially I teach voiceover, so I have a roster of about 2,000, 3,000 actors, and so it's a lot easier for them to say, "Hey, can you just put out an email and contact some people and see who applies," versus going to X or any of these other social medias where, and I personally don't know. There's some drawback to that. I love that social media has allowed anybody to get involved with it, and I'm not trying to dissuade anybody. I do see why casting directors go away from some of those platforms and why they're moving away from them, just because anybody can apply. And as somebody who's had open auditions, there's only so many auditions I can listen to where the TV is blaring in the background and the person is talking in, I think, like some catacombs somewhere in the middle of Middle Earth. I don't know what's going on over there. And the problem is you could be an amazing actor. You could have really great sound quality and you could be just 101 in the submission list. But after 100 of those, they're just going to pick from like the top 25 of that. And it screws over people who maybe were just a little later in their submissions or found it a little later. So it benefits the actors as well to be on things like email lists and in Discord servers to where you can find out about those things first. One of the first out of the gate, and so that you can be somebody that's like, okay, if they don't go to Twitter, if they don't go to Instagram, you can still find the auditions.
Well, all right. So this is like probably one of the most critical things. What is the main resource for finding auditions? I know Backstage is kind of like the de facto audition space for the actors. I don't know if it's like the primary source for voice actors. Is it kind of just like looking for projects on Twitter or Discord or Instagram, or do you have to be a master of all these platforms to find the opportunity? Or is there a more localized source?
It's a little bit of that. There's still some on Twitter. There's some on Discord. I know on my Discord I have a little section that's like you can post if you find a casting call, and that helps immensely because instead of having to spend 15, 20 minutes a day looking online to find an audition, you can just go to the Discords and go, okay, people have found these auditions on casting call, or they found them on backstage, like you were saying, or they found them on Twitter, or this one's just an email that goes out. But most of them are moving more towards email lists or private discords. So if you're interested in getting into it, I would get into it sooner rather than later because there is this big pullback almost of everybody was in 2020 and 2021. There was this big everybody come on in, and now it's kind of feeling like there's this giant retraction of it's getting harder and harder to find auditions. So if you were somebody who started off in 2020 or 2021 and you're having issues, you're not the only one. A lot of things have moved to email lists and a lot of things have moved to Discord.
So are you telling me that like if I want to be on the next Bob's Burgers, I better like find that right Discord?
They might still go through an agency. There are some of those, the really big ones for some of those companies. They might still go through an agency. It is possible to get into those projects without an agency, and that becomes just like, you know, you have a friend who is the casting director for that show or that game, and you know, you happen to be. I mean, I've gotten jobs before because I was playing D&D with some people, and they just happened to be casting directors, or they were working on a project. So that's the other thing, is just treat people like people, and just kind of go about being a normal human in the world, and the opportunities will present themselves. I think if you start getting very how can I use people to get what I want? How can I befriend people to up my career? That doesn't work out. And if it does, you get burned from watching people, you get burned very quickly in the industry from it. So I would just say, be a good person, be out there, and be to where people can find you. Have, you know, if it's not have a website, have some social medias where you put stuff out, your work. It's past Halloween now, but in October was a great time, and you can still probably do it now with record yourself telling stories and put some fun music in it and mix some stuff. It doesn't have to be anything super professional, but just something that you can put out online that people can find you and go, oh, this is cool. I wanted an audiobook narrator, and I found somebody for that. I mean, there's been times where I put out this little skit of a video where I was a robot. It was a whole thing. People, those who were around in 2020 know it, but I ended up getting jobs from that just because I posted online mainly for just my Twitch viewers, and it got around on social media, and some casting directors saw it and they went, oh, I need a voice like that. Let me bring Rachael in. So don't underestimate how just putting things out there can help.
So is D&D like, you know, the like Starbucks of the voice acting agency?
It might be at this point. It's becoming its own agency just by the game itself. We're gonna have to pay royalties soon.
I just think it's like everyone wants that critical role. So I just think it's funny how many like voice acting troops, you know, do their own D&D groups, and it's kind of like this like mock audition. It's like, you know, we're this just a few seconds away from an Amazon deal with Titmouse doing the animation. I just find it really funny.
I think a lot of it, yeah, there's people that go into D&D for that, and I'm not knocking those people at all. Everybody should shoot your shot if you're having fun. But the main thing is, like, yeah, have fun with it. And I think that's what most actors are doing, is we're all extra. Those roles of playing like a goblin or some kind of creature don't come up as often as I would love in voiceover. So it gives us this ability to kind of play with different creature voices, different character voices, and just be as wonky as we want in a similar situation as you would see in a video game or anime.
So now let's kind of bring it back to SCP-5K, the wonderful reason we have so many people here tonight. How did you get involved? What was the process that got you involved in the game, and how did you cast as the role of Crow?
So I've actually been a huge fan of SCP for a while. I have these little, you can't tell but if you tune into the stream in a little while, you will. I have these little ducks on my headphones that comes from an SCP uh, lore and everything. So it's been something that I was just excited to audition for. I got emailed of, there's a couple actresses we have in our mind for Crow. Would you audition for it? I was like, yes, please tell me what you need, what you want. And they said something. They sent me the script and they said, okay, this is what we're kind of. We had like a little meeting with Trey and Bowman, and we talked about everything, and they kind of described the character they had in mind, and they said, okay, you can go off and record auditions. And I was like, I mean, I don't mind doing it live, so you can give me direction, like so I can make sure that I'm getting the character the way you want. And I was so nervous the meeting, and then I was so nervous the audition afterwards and kind of waiting around. So I just feel very, very blessed, very excited to play this character, and I hope everybody enjoys it. I hope everybody plays the game. I know I'm terrified of horror games, but I'm so excited to be a part of it, and I will conquer my fear so I can see how this turns out.
Ooh, I cannot wait to see your live reactions. It'll be great to see you, see your voice. So I'm kind of curious, how much prep did you get for Crow? I know that there's a lot of lore documents. Bowman is very meticulous in his world building and preparation. Did he give you like tons of reading? What is the sort of, what is the actor's process of how you get into a role? I imagine, like, some may not require, because at a convention, it was really funny. They got all the main leads for Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was kind of curious. Like, when you've got, like, a big series, something that feels, like, critical and important, do you, like, read the manga source material, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, we know that something's, like, a really hit. We always want to know what's going on. And, they gave out details of, like, what happened in the manga recently. So I'm kind of curious, what is your method for preparation and sort of getting into the headspace?
I know some actors who like to go in blind. They don't want to read the manga. They don't want to know anything. They just want to do it live. But I am not that person, because I love foreshadowing, and I know that foreshadowing shows up in episodes you can't go back and re-record, or in patches or anything. And so with this particular character, we had a good maybe hour meeting almost a year ago at this point of, this is the character, this is what she's like, these are the way she treats her people that she's in charge of, this is kind of how things are going. And Bowman's phenomenal, because even when we're recording new lines, he keeps me updated on, so this is what's going down, this is the situation that's happening, this is kind of how your character feels about it, but isn't so micro-directy. That's a word that I'm making now. Isn't so micro-directy that he's like, I want exactly this. He gives me the vibe. He gives me some guidance, and enough to kind of work within that field. Because if you guys aren't aware, it's very rare that you actually see what's going on. You get a script, you maybe get the lines, you might say an explosion goes off, but you don't know what's going on camera. You don't know what's going on in the game. Occasionally there's a demo that you can play to see, and I personally like to go through demos when I can. This one, I know that there was talk of me streaming it, so this will be like completely blind. I have tried my best to not look into anything and to not find things out, so that I can be surprised. But the fact that Bowman has been so great of, here's where you're at, here's where you're going, here's how your character feels. And if I get something off, it'll go, okay, let's change this up a little bit, let's try it this way. So I've never felt blind, and I've never felt restricted in this role, and that's part of what makes it so fun to play. Is it's not just like I'm going in and saying the words that I'm supposed to say and saying it exactly the way I'm supposed to say. I feel like I'm part of the project, and I can put some of my heart and my soul into this character as well.
So, just out of curiosity, do you have any of your own, like, headcanon? Because I've heard, like, a technique that's, like, used by some actors is that they'll kind of, like, build subtext and story that's not necessarily in it. So, like, does Crow have, like, do you have, like, a backstory where Crow, tried to save a dog, but she couldn't save the dog, and that kind of built her sense of duty?
No!
And that's what led her to the FBI.
Yet. But don't tempt me. I will be creative in that way. And if I can, I don't know if I have the heart to make, even in a headcanon, to make it to where the dog doesn't make it through. That would break me. Oh, that would break me. But no, I personally don't yet. But check back with me as we keep going through. There might be some stuff that pops up.
Well, hopefully we'll be as more updates and more lore gets added as the game's filled out. Maybe we can have you come in between updates to sort of like give us your thought process. Starting on that, so all right, so we will be opening up the floor for questions. Please, in the Discord, submit Q&A at social, just to get my attention. We do have one question, same game for YouTube. I have both chats open, so I'd love to give your questions for Rachael before she eventually starts her Let's Play on Twitch, which I'm very excited for. What sort of like informed your performance for this update here, where it's kind of like the beginning of the game and the sort of opening chapter where everything's kind of going to hell?
A couple things. The main one probably would be, I want to play the character to where the players connect with it, because I am a character that follows the player around. I don't want to be annoying in my performances. I want to feel like a character that the player can trust, that the play, and part of the writing helps with that the player can trust, and that you're not annoyed when my voice pops up. I've played a few games where I've turned off the voice acting because I just can't handle the particular performances. So I don't want to be that to people. I want people to be excited when Crow pops up in the game or has some kind of lore that drops, or even just little quips here or there, or a sarcastic line. I want the players to be excited about that, and that's a very delicate balance to walk, of playing this character that is very feels authoritative but also feels friendly at the same time. And hopefully with this newest patch, I have delivered it. That's what's been in my mind through most of it, is I want to be a character they can trust, but also a character they're excited to hear from.
It sounds like a very interesting balance, but it makes sense because, like, when I was playing through it, I was really excited every time I got to interact with Crow, because, like, this was kind of like a big step in towards of like making SCP-5K feel like a kind of a completed project versus something that's like eternally in early access. So it's amazing how much just some voice lines can like enhance the experience tremendously. So, all right, let's start diving into some of the questions. Proxima 888 asks on YouTube, what advice can you give to those of us who are over the age of 60 in the field of voice over acting? Is it only for the young?
Absolutely not. I think that you'll probably have less competition, because there are actors who can do really great, 60 and older voices, but it's very rare. A lot of actors think they can, myself included, think they can. I'm labeling myself with this, that they can do these older voices and be believable with them, and it depends on the type of role. But I think that will open up opportunities to you that other people might not have. There's also plenty of actors who have started in later years who have absolutely thrived. Fact check me on this, but I think Alan Rickman started something in his early 40s. I could be very wrong on that. I could be confusing him with another actor. So like there's plenty of them out there. I'm just terrible with names and backstories and just memory in general. But there's plenty of actors who have started later. Don't let it persuade you. If your heart is in it and you want to give it a try, I think there will be opportunities for you.
That is good to hear, and let us not forget that Bart is voiced by like a 60-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Most of the One Piece Japanese cast are all in their 60s or 70s.
Goku's actress in the Japanese is something. She's 70 maybe at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, she's like a national treasure. Effect asks, do people ask about recording equipment yet? I'm very interested in Rachel's journey until getting to the position in the career. So, this is also something I forgot to bring up. As someone who like listens to a lot of auditions, what equipment would you recommend for like someone just starting out? Obviously, not everyone can afford to spend like 2 or 3 grand to get like a fully muffled studio, or spend the
Hmm.
$400 for a Shure 7 MB podcasting microphone. Is a Blue Yeti good enough? What can you do so you don't sound like a complete amateur with like kitchen sounds or a dog or a crazy bird in the background? What would be your suggestions?
Well, I can promise you this. So, as somebody with 6 dogs, there's probably some dogs somewhere in my recordings. But thankfully, I either catch it or some audio engineer catches it. I would say that any microphone that gets you started is good. I started off with a $60 USB mic. It was a Samsung Meteor mic. uh, you can slowly progress. So any money I made from voice acting, I would invest back into things. You can get pretty far with just a Scarlett Solo, which is $100, and a USB mic. Or sorry, not USB mic, a XLR mic. I don't mind XLR, or sorry, I don't mind USB mics too much. There's too many abbreviations over here for my brain. I don't mind them too much. They have their place. It will be very hard to get higher paying projects and higher notability projects. So if you're going, I've got a USB mic and I'm going to be able to turn around and jump into The Simpsons, those two things will not correlate. The quality has to be there. And then as your quality progresses audio wise, your payment also tends to progress. So the more you invest into your equipment and into your acting, the more that finances tend to invest back in you. But it's not something that I tell people, hey, go spend $3,000, $4,000 right off the bat to do a fan dub or to do some, free to play game in the background somewhere. Those are places where USB mics work fantastic. They give you some opportunity. And I think you'll be able to tell when you've evolved past that. Your ears will start to pick up the audio. You'll start to get turned down from the audio quality where somebody will say, hey, we liked your audition, but the audio just wasn't there. And that's a sign, okay, I'm ready to move up. This is starting to be a ceiling for me. I need to invest in more higher quality audio so that I can progress forward. But it's definitely not something that you have to just immediately sink thousands of dollars into. And personally, I wouldn't recommend that just because stuff gets wonky. The equipment can get broken if you don't know how to handle it properly. I can't tell you how many times I dropped that USB mic. It was a lot. So there is this durability that comes with some of the more affordable equipment that is the higher quality equipment. It's more sensitive. It's much easier to break. You're going to do plosive sounds, which is that popping sound in the mic. I talk with my hands. I smack my mics all the time with them. So it's a learning process, and don't feel the need to have to go spend. Obviously, if you want to, I'm not telling you what to do, but you don't have to. Don't let it be a roadblock for you.
Good encouragement. In This also maybe ties into that. Gomito says, "Can you ask her what is her motivation to keep going?"
Oh goodness, we're getting into some of the philosophical questions here. I love it. I think partially I'm a very creative person, and if I don't have the creative outlet, in one way, shape, or form, I get a little, I don't know, stir crazy, I guess is the best form. So if I'm, say, streaming a lot and I'm being very creative with stream, I tend to not be voice acting a lot. If I'm not streaming a lot, I tend to go over to voice acting. I need some of that creative outlet. So that's just kind of how my soul is designed and who I am as a person. I need something to be doing, even if it's painting, but I'm a shite painter. So it's not normally that. But sometimes it's music or something. But a lot of the time, I'll have some of these animes or some of these video games that I really like to watch, and I go, man, I hope that I'm in some project that is that for somebody else. Whether it's their comfort show, whether it's the show that they lean on for inspiration during hard times. I've certainly gone, and sometimes the things that you lean on in hard times seem silly in retrospect, but it's wildly important. I mean, there's been times in my life where, I've watched YouTubers and they've helped me through times. There's been times where I'm like, I just need to play this video game, and it gives me my brain a little break from the stress that's going on in life. And to be a part of that project for somebody would mean a lot because of how much those projects have helped me. So a lot of the time, if I'm lacking inspiration, I go find the projects that have helped me.
Well stated, well said. Um, this also maybe covers some ground you might have previously had, but Weasel Thorn 324 asks, could you ask her what could I do to get noticed for auditions and where online? I think you did say that there's like a lot of different sources, but I guess if you had to like boil it down to 3 or 4 bullet points, because it does seem like it is the wild west of different sources in terms of breaking in.
Mm-hmm. I would say, as far as getting noticed, audio quality is going to be one, but it's not everything. You can have amazing audio quality, and if your audition technique isn't there, it's going to be very hard to get work. I have definitely heard some actors, quality's phenomenal. The reads sound very flat. And that's becoming a bigger issue the more we start to rely on social media, because there is kind of this social media voice where everything kind of ends up in a question. And we have these like froggy, croaky sounds. So if you're on social media a lot, you'll hear this. And people will bring that to their auditions. And that's not what gets cast most of the time. I'm hoping my dogs aren't picking up, but they might be. They have decided somebody is outside of the window. It's probably my neighbor's cat. So hopefully, please forgive if you hear the barking over there. Um, but that creativity and having fun with characters and different voices, not being afraid to take risks, even if you're a little off, I would rather personally work with an actor that I'm listening to the audition, and the direction that they take the line is not the direction I would have taken the line, but it's creative. It works within the context of it. So there was a project I was casting, and I think the line was supposed to be the character was very haughty and full of herself, but instead the actress delivered that I ended up casting, she delivered the line as kind of, she had the start of it as gossipy and then like a whisper, almost as if, there's this secret that she has to tell, and she's not sure who she can trust with it. And she had this variety to a line that most people delivered as just one note. And I loved that. I was like, yes, please, more of that, because I can work with that. I'd rather an actor be extra creative, and I rein them back in and I say, okay, just a little too much of this. But the variety is something that I personally seek out in auditions, as well as listen to the audio and look at the character if you can. Think about, okay, is this voice something that would come out of the character? And personally, when I work with actors in private lessons and everything, we work on creating a character from the text, from the looks of the character, versus what a lot of new actors fall into the trap of, myself included. When I started off, was I have this cool voice, I'm going to put this cool voice on this character, and it rarely ever works. You have to create the character from text and from character art up, not from voice it down. And so that's a trap that I fell into, and it cost me a lot of auditions early off in my career that I like to just put out there. So hopefully some of that helps.
Ooh,
You guys are great with the questions, by the way. I'm loving this.
I'm glad you are. Once it gets into a good flow state, just kind of like it's fun. Everyone's always a little bit nervous, but then once I like to think of it's like a getting into a pool. So we have a little bit of an abstract question from YouTube. Rain Sanity at no, it wasn't Rain. Bush Uckwald asks, my question. Maybe I'm related. How far away are the stars?
Listen, I can't. I am so bad at this. I'm in the middle of building a house, and I'm like, that's about 12 feet. And they're like, Rachel, that's 25 feet. What are you talking about? So I'm going to go at least, bare minimum, 12 feet away. Absolutely, at least 12 feet away. Probably more than that, but I can, by minimum, promise you it's at least 12 feet.
And we also had a question. How could I? This is DCR asks, favorite SCP in general.
Okay, so this is where the rubber ducks come in. I had to look it up so I didn't get the number wrong. I've got it pulled up over here. SCP-1356. And I love it. When I was playing, I can't remember which one it was, but I ran into this character, and the character never killed me. Everybody was like, be aware of the duck, be scared of the duck. I love the duck. the duck loves me, and I love the duck. And that's where I'm at currently. Although I have heard in SCP-5K, there's and I know Bowman told me, and I'm terrible with them. You guys can help me out in the chat. Um, there's like this chocobo chicken, this evil chicken thing that's I'm excited about too. I want to pet it. I'll die, but I want to pet it.
I can't wait for you to see it. It's a great SCP 3199. I think it's probably one of my favorite in the game. Afraid just did a wonderful job designing it. It's just this horrible monstrosity. I mean, maybe it's kind of cute if you're from a farm, but there's a great set piece built around it and a wonderful moral ethical dilemma. So I can't wait to see how you react to it once you get into it in game.
I see it in the chat. He's got beautiful teeth. I'm gonna pet him. I'm gonna pet him. I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna pet him.
All right, so let's move on to what is a question. So Effect asks, do you find indie projects more fun due to how intimate and personal they can feel compared to a bigger company hire?
Yes, for multiple reasons. I think there's times where the bigger company stuff, it feels almost like you're in the door, do your thing, you're out of the door, bye, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. There's certain companies that's how it feels. There's also certain big companies that are amazing. I will sing praise to Sentai all day long because I have always felt, even though they're a bigger anime dubbing company, I have always felt welcome in there. They're just so very chill, some wonderful people working over there. And then there's some indie projects where it's the same. There's some indie projects where they're very cutthroat, like in, do your lines, out, okay, goodbye. And then there's others where it's very friendly. You hang out, you get to know the community of players for the game, you get involved with things. And I'm much more prone to the you get to hang out with the community. You get to obviously that you get to hang out with people and connect with the community and see how things are going. Because with a lot of this voice acting stuff, some of the first lines I recorded for Crow were back in maybe March. My memory doesn't exist, so I'm gonna go with maybe March. But some of this stuff comes out and you don't really hear about it unless you have the chutzpah to go on Twitter and read things, and Twitter scares me. So I don't go over there very often. But I've seen some stuff where they say, oh, go read reviews or whatever. I'm too self-conscious about it. But at least being involved with the community, people come into live streams. I like to go into live streams. I like to see how people are playing and having fun with the game. So I personally am more drawn towards that, whether it's a big company or a small company. If I can be involved in the community in some way and hear from people directly that they like the game, that they like performances, that's more my thing.
Well, great breakdown of the difference between bigger companies and smaller projects. It reminds me, Gooms, our community manager, has talked about it when he's worked with a lot of people, and he says that as fun as indie developers are, sometimes they're not as disciplined as like a bigger company, but by the same time, sometimes a bigger company you don't have as much creative freedom. So there's always an interesting balance. Wolf Gaming asks, how do you handle direction when a director's vision doesn't align with your interpretation of a character?
Oh, good question. Most of the time, I might gently push back on asking, why is it we're doing this way? I try not to be the person that's like, no, my character wouldn't do that, so I'm not recording it like that. That doesn't work out too well in the long run. So most of the time I'll ask, hey, can you explain why I'm delivering it like this, why I'm doing it this way, so that I can understand. Because maybe it's just we have the characters completely off. Maybe the character I thought I was playing and the character they thought I was playing, two different characters, and I need to recheck where I'm at with things. But there have been a handful full projects. I've been very blessed to not be a part of too many of these situations where the director is not fully aware of what's going on, and I go with the director, and you feel the brunt of the audience afterwards. Because if you give a bad performance or a performance that's off, it's very rare that people say, oh, it was the director. But I'll tell you guys that if you watch a show, I can think of a couple right off the top of my head, but I won't say them. If you watch a show and you're like, man, all of these performances are bad, or why is every person that comes on screen or comes in the game bad? chances are it's not all the actors, and that's why you can see something like, I'll pick one that's not controversial, Cats, the movie, where you've got some really amazing actors in Cats, and you're going, what is going on over here? Something behind the scenes happened. That's probably more direction went off, maybe editing was off. I've seen a little bit of that with some people now talking about the Twilight films and how the editing threw off a lot of the performances, and um, I'm open to that. So if you do have something that pops up where you're like, everybody's trash here, maybe you think, okay, maybe it's not the actors, maybe they and you have to go with what the director says. They're who hired you, they're who told you what to do. So when in doubt, go with the director and just hope that the audience will understand. And I try to dispel that myth as much as possible, because I do understand that for a lot of people, especially just playing games or just watching shows, they just see that and they think actors have a lot more say than they do. And in a lot of those projects, that's where you got the directors that are micro directing. They won't let you have creative freedom. I've seen actors on set try and push back against direction that they know the audience is going to hate, or goes against lore or anything like that. But in the end, the director is who hired you, so you have to do the performance that they want. But it's very rare, so it's not. And that's the thing, is I try to work with projects that let me have a little bit of creative say, or can at least explain to me why I'm doing something different, so that I can tailor my performance to match it.
So Leon Sus Kennedy, longtime Discord member, asks, someone asked how their character lost their arm for me. So here is an interesting question. I don't know if you can reveal it. Crow, we've seen her character model in the recent devlog. We haven't put out any official artwork, but she does have a robotic arm. How did she lose the arm, or is that something that Bowman has implanted a bomb in your brain and you can't say it because the SCP Foundation will blow you up?
When in doubt, I don't say. If it's not in the game yet, I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm just going to say I might know, but I might not be able to tell yet. But you should definitely keep playing and look out for future updates.
So there you have it. Next time Bowman or Trey are in here, hit them up. They have the O5 access authority to maybe reveal that tidbit, or who knows, maybe it's tied into a crucial cutscene coming down the pipeline. Gomito asks, how did you get started? I think you kind of addressed this previously, but I think Gomito came a little bit late. And he's also, I believe, I met him on a Discord, a voice acting Discord. So he would love to kind of like hear if you could give like the Reader's Digest version.
Yeah, I'll give the abridged version, just because I know there were people that were here before, and we do have the live stream. So if you want the longer version, after this is over, you can hit rewind on the live stream and see everything. But in short, I was a theater major. Realized theater might not be the thing for me. A friend said, hey, why don't you go into voice acting? And I was just too stubborn to quit. And so I kept finding auditions. It was years of process. I've probably been at this for at least 12 years now. It's been a bit. So just being too stubborn to quit and searching for auditions. There are moments where it's too many roles, too many things to do in the 24 hours that I have for the day. And then there are times where it's like, I haven't worked in a month. So that's the artist life for you in general, though. I think that probably applies to a whole bunch of, whether you're a painter, whether you're a musician, it probably applies to everybody in that. And voice acting is no different there.
So SCP-049 asks, what's the silliest character you've ever played?
I got to play a bear. That was really fun. A cartoon bear. I got to play a character that turned into a bear in Smite, and I got to voice a chicken. That was another really fun one for me. It was just it was a Realm Royale, and when your character kind of dies for a second, you get turned into a chicken. And I was not prepared when I went into the studio. So we were recording all the lines and everything, and they said, okay, this is the part where you're a chicken. And I'm like, excuse me, what? The part where I'm a what? And I was so nervous, my brain forgot what chickens sounded like. So he's like, can you make a chicken sound for me, please? I don't remember how chickens sound. So nerves are a fun thing, but those are probably the more I'm sure I'll think of another one after this where I'm like, hey, remember the time I was like a talking soup bowl or something in an anime? That's probably a thing somewhere in there. I've gotten to uh, voice some creature characters, and those are really fun, like just random attack sounds. I don't tend to throw them in a lot of my visual reels or anything because it's like, here I growled like a creature. That was really fun, but they are really fun. It's the D&D aspect in me shows up, and it's like, this is cool. This is a weird thing that I've gotten to voice. I got to voice a couple demons. Those are really fun. So the more wonky and abnormal a character is, the more I tend to have fun with them, and they stick out in my brain. But I do now remember what chickens sound like, so don't try and test me. I got it. It's in my head. It's locked down. And don't ask me what a duck sounds like, but I remember what a chicken sounds like.
Uh, well said. Who knew that there was like method acting to differentiate a duck and a chicken, but I guess they are very different fowl. Wolf Gaming 9546 YouTube asks, what's the biggest difference between working on animation, video games, and commercial voiceovers?
Animation tends to be very big. Video games runs the gamut, as it were. You have stuff that's very film-esque, and that's very on trend. It's something kind of trend. There's the word there in trend. To have more film-esque performances currently with a lot of video games. And then commercial's an interesting beast. Honestly, if you're interested in commercials, go into it. There's far more commercials than there are video games that are put out every year. So you have a better chance of getting cast in it. They tend to pay on par with video games, or in some situations higher than video games. So if you're looking at, like, I want to be a voice actor, self-employed, this is all I do for the day, definitely go into commercials. And not a lot of actors want to go into commercials. I did it for a while. It started to kill my soul because that's just not who I am. But there are people that's their bread and butter. That's their thing, and they love it. And I I wish them all the best because you can make a serious career over there with it. So commercial stuff, they're looking for more down to earth reads. Most of the time, it's what's called a soft sell. So it sounds like they're not selling something, but they are selling something. Video games are my home. I tell people, when you're looking into getting into to voice acting in general, try out different fields, and there will be a field that calls to you. It's kind of like the wand chooses the wizard. The voice acting field chooses the voice actor. So I went into this wanting to go into anime, and I do still do anime on occasions, but video games were the thing that they basically kind of reached out from the abyss and snagged me and pulled me into the field. And I love it. There's so much creativity over here. There's so many different characters you can play. I love being able to play the game versus just watch an animation. Now, obviously, watching animations is more accessible to people because I personally have most of the time like my TV going in the background or something playing in the background. So it is more accessible to people if you're wanting to reach a larger audience with that. But I love being able to play a game and go, hey, cool, there's my character. I'm normally very self-conscious when I run into my character, but there's my character. And this is the world. Like, I've been imagining this world when I was recording the lines, and it's more immersive. So I feel like I'm actually involved in it.
So there is a little bit of a request. Once the people learned about your chicken impersonation talents,
I knew it.
people would like to hear your chicken sound.
All right. Listen, I didn't say I was the best chicken. I just said I could do chicken sounds. There you go. That chicken kind of choked there at the end. You know, somebody grabbed hold of it and it was out. It didn't get in the field very long before Coyote got a hold of it. But there's some chicken noises. Not the best chicken. I'm sure you guys can out chicken me. If you do, tag me online, tag me on Twitter. Say, listen, I can out chicken Rachel. Here's my chicken noises.
Well, there you go. I forget the name of the guy who runs Zelda, but Shigeru Miyamoto. Any of the audition tape, Zelda Tears of the King sequel. We need to get that in there. Maybe Pfeiffer can do
Can we
something with
hide
that.
it somewhere? Can we hide it somewhere in that SCP that we were talking about? The one with the beautiful teeth. You guys want like some B-roll for it?
We'll have to see if it's possible to add that in. DCR asks, question for Rachel, thoughts on SCP-2761, Justice for Bananazilla. So a little bit of context here. There's a little bit of a meme in this Discord. We did exercise with our art director, Kyle Fitzpatrick, where he drew some audience-suggested SCPs, and he's a fantastic artist. He made some really killer designs, and one that really struck people is the infamous Bananazilla. So just imagine kind of like a T-Rex made out of bananas. One of the sillier creations, but he made such a awesome art that people have been demanding. Bananazilla needs to get into the game. We need Bananazilla now. So DCR has been the Bananazilla Defense Force, the pushing forward, and little by little through community events, we've been making Bananazilla into a reality. There is a 3D model. Who knows? Maybe Bananazilla could become real. So what do you think about SCP-2761, aka Bananazilla?
Listen, I Googled it after you started talking about Bananazilla. I'm sold. I'm a staunch defender. I will go to bat for this SCP. I love him. Can I pet him? What does he eat? Does he only eat bananas, or is that cannibalism for him?
No, I think he actually eats human flesh, but he's just made from banana parts.
Okay, so he's not a cannibal. He's just, yeah. Okay. I'm fine with it. I love this. This is adorable. I'm 100% with you. He eats animals and absorbs their DNA. I love him. How do I pet? How do I take home?
So there you go. Bananazilla, the hype stream builds more. There is more conventional support. Will this Bananazilla...
I'm bringing this up to Bowman. I'm bringing this up next recording session. I'm like, hold on. You guys need banana sounds? I can try and figure out what a banana sounds like.
Definitely bring it into him. I know he'll roll his eyes. It'll be hilarious. So another question from Effect. Favorite vocal exercise? I love asking this question because everyone has a unique way of warming up. Haha. So what is your favorite vocal exercise?
Currently, I tend to sing, and poor Sid Alpha, who's in the chat currently and will be in the gameplay in a second, knows this, as I got, for the first time in forever, stuck in my head, and that's the only lyric I know. So in multiple different voices, I just kept singing that over and over and over again, and I guess some part of it reminded me of O'Reilly's commercial, so then it became, I sang the O'Reilly's commercial again and again and again. So that's my main thing. If you have a friend that you can annoy with it, that's currently how I utilize my superpower, is to become a villain. But I tend to sing. I also really like sirens, so that's where you start at the top of your range and you go all the way down. But most of the time, I have a little playlist. I start off with where my vocal range tends to start off with in the morning, which is a much lower voice, and it slowly gets higher and higher as I progress through the playlist.
Good overview. Marcos One Morales asks, is it true that voice actors sometimes mimic the poses, faces, or actions when voice acting? I have seen some behind the scenes videos of like people getting really into it, and like the really good voice actors are like jumping around the room, they're yelling it. How much of that is kind of integral to giving a good voice acting performance?
A good chunk of it. It depends on the context. So obviously, I'm saying something like, oh, he went that way, or I haven't seen him or something. I probably don't need to move, but even now I'm pointing with my hands and I'm doing some kind of gesture. There have been situations where I've pulled muscles in my neck and my shoulders, because I think Warframe was one of these characters where I was doing something weird in the studio. I can't remember what I was doing. I don't know if I was trying to do like swing a sword or do something, and I did not stretch beforehand, and I had a muscle pulled for the next 2 days because I'm a dumbass. So There's situations like that. There are times where I will move because obviously if I like am just talking and I'm supposed to be throwing something, you don't hear anything. But if I move my arm like that, you can hear when I moved, and you can hear how it affected my diaphragm and my voice. So if I see my character actually physically moving on screen, or somebody says your character swings a sword when they say this line, then I'll try and move so that I mimic that normal strain that you would hear when you're creating a character voice. There's been also times where there's a character for paladins where for some reason I tilted my head every time I said a line, and I'm tilting my head now. You could hear a little bit of the strain, but I kept doing that through the whole session. That didn't happen on the character. That was never a thing. But for some reason, the character I had created in my head, I had to tilt my head to make this kind of. It was a demon character, so to make this kind of creepy a demon-esque threatening thing, I guess tilting my head does that in my mind. So that's been what's been the main thing for me. I don't move with every character and every line, but if there is a moment where it inspires, then I tend to do it. I also just talk with my hands a lot, so I'm surprised I haven't broken anything yet. I'm gonna knock on some wood. 12 years in, no broken microphones yet.
Um, a human asks, "What SCP do you hate? What is your least favorite of the nearly 8,000 SCPs?"
Okay, Dagger, you're in the chat. You might be able to help me with this. Who was Gary? I named an SCP named Gary. He was this character that followed you around. Hold on, let me pull up my Steam so I can actually get you the right SCP game. He was annoying as hell. Okay, library, home. Hold on. It might have been through this. It might have been through. Which one's the duck from? You guys might be able to help me with if I can figure out the game. It's a character that follows you around the whole game, and he just shows up and then he kills you. And I named him either Larry or Gary. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Let me see if it's SCP 106.
Is it 1471?
1471. I don't think so. This was like a guy. And it was a game. I also got lost and I was in the tunnels and he kept showing up and he'd show up and then he would see you and he would murder you and everything on your screen would become bloody. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. 04.
Is it SCP 106? 106? People are like fighting. They want to. They're giving lots of. Yes.
This might be 106. Let me go over to the page. Is it from this? It's from the same game with the duck in it. My good old ducky. This might be it. It might be 106. I think it's 106. And I named him Larry. And he's an asshole mainly because he didn't scare. Containment breach. Yes, thank you. It's containment breach. He didn't scare me, but I was so lost in the game and I'd been killed by him so many times that he stopped scaring me. And it was like, damn it, Larry, I have to start back over from where I was lost in this abyss over here. And so he's my least favorite.
So there you go. That is the least favorite one in her pantheon of SCPs. Wolf Gaming asks, "How do you find the emotional depth of a character when you're only given a script and not much context?"
Projection. I'm gonna choke to death over here. Projection a lot of the time. Try and figure out where a character is coming from, because a lot of the time you'll be given a script that's like the character's angry, and it's very tempting to play the character as just angry, and some actors, myself included, will start off with that. But anger tends to be a secondary emotion. It tends to come from some kind of hurt, some kind of threat in a situation. So then there's fear involved with it. So you can actually add layers to your performance instead of just my character's angry all the time. You can go, okay, well, this is a moment where the fear breaks through. And then they use anger as a cover up, as a shield or a mask for it. Or this is a moment where they're hurt. And so they start lashing out using anger instead. Psychology is a really fun one to go into. I go into this with some of my classes of the psychology of characters, so that when you are given a script that's very one note or very flat, you don't have to be tied to that performance. You can have some layers and mix that in.
Well said. Effect asks, Rachel, do you play D&D? Any samples of your own OCs you'd like to share and ways to warm up to them? I think there is some D&D content on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I had some D&D stream going on for a while. We stopped when my puppy passed away, and then I was moving afterwards. So I will start back up in January, but I have a couple campaigns that are finished. I don't think they're completely finished on the stream, but you can watch a couple of them. Castian's one of my favorite characters because she's optimistic murder hobo. So she doesn't mean to murder a bunch of people, but somehow through my choices, I keep making her murder people accidentally. Um, and so she's probably my favorite. I'm working on coming up with some new characters. I'm pretty actually new to D&D. I've only been doing it for 2 years. So my characters are probably not as fleshed out as I would like them to be. And even when I do flesh them out, it seems like the campaign never, that's a campaign that never deals with the backstory of the character. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. But I will start playing more D&D in January. I've got some of the old crew. If you go watch the live streams that have been on the YouTube channel in the past, a lot of those players are coming back. I might rope my friend Sid Alpha into either being the DM, which means I am guaranteed to die, or at least being a player in it. So there's more stuff coming in the future with it.
um, so, Ghost on YouTube asks, what SCP game do you like? I think a better way of phrasing it, even though you were just about to play 5K for the first time, what is your second favorite SCP game?
Thank you. I was like, well, obviously the first is going to be SCP 5K. After that containment breach, just again because of the duck has won me over. I will die for the duck. I live for the duck. I die for the duck. It's become my merchandise. It's on my headphones. The duck and me are best friends. We ride together. We died together. That SCP and me go together for life. So because containment breach was the time I ran into that character and it never killed me every time I ran by, I think the duck has chosen me as well, and so therefore I have to choose the game that the duck was there.
Well, Containment Breach, I think, is responsible for spreading SCP to the wider audience. So a lot of the community we enjoy now is thanks to that game. So it definitely holds a special heart, even if it doesn't have the tactical, in-depth realism of SCP-5K. Gooms, our wonderful community manager, asks, we heard the chicken. What about the banana? I think there's a little bit of a challenge. What does Bananazilla sound like? And you, on the spot.
I feel like there would be some Zilla in it. Like, I feel like there would be some RAR. I have some ideas. I really don't want to, in case I can convince anybody to put Bananazilla in this game, I will voice Bananazilla for free. Okay, I'll do it for free off the books. Let Bananazilla be in the game, and then you will hear what if I get picked. If my Bananazilla audition is banana enough and Zilla enough, then you will hear what it sounds like. But I've got some ideas. I could play around with that. It sounds like a Moshizilla.
So there you have it. Bananazilla. Rachel's on Bananazilla team, but she doesn't want to ruin it. She doesn't want to like give you a bad banana voice. She wants to take her method procedure, eat a lot of bananas, muse about the bananas, listen to Deo a few times on loop.
Tempt you with the bananas.
Have a little banana flambe, maybe some banana ice cream, and then once she's processed that, gotten the character, then we will hear the ultimate Bananazilla sound. So the Bananazilla justice continues to go on. We may see it someday. Marcos Morales asks, was there any time when a character was so annoying that you wonder how to interpret it? Anime is filled with many hyperactive, obnoxious characters. Which one is the most annoying you've had to play that you kind of wondered, how am I going to tackle this challenge?
It's not been so much, thankfully, it's not been so much that the character itself was annoying. It was just that there would be moments in a show where it was annoying. Especially if it seemed like the writers had changed the character dramatically for comedic purposes or something that episode. The main thing I try to do to not perform them as annoying is I try to stay away from any kind of super high pitched sounds. And I try to stay away from bratty reads because to me, those are the things that kind of get annoying. If a character is very bratty and they're very high pitched and kind of whiny, so you can still have moments where that shows up to, especially if it needs to be there for the character. I won't fight it, but I try to ground something in reality. So if I'm like going through something that is emotional, rather than have the character be whiny, I will go, okay, how do I make this to where it actually feels hurt? It actually feels like the character is in pain because of what's going on, and I ground it because most of the time, grounded emotions we're used to. Those aren't annoying. What tends to be annoying are um, things that are out of not out of reality, but out of the norm. And you can still have a high pitched character that's absolutely fine and not annoying because they're grounded. So I think that the performance side of things more than the voice tends to be that.
Ah. So you think that's kind of like the element of like even if it is like a character that just like screeching 1990s anime, always yelling. It's just kind of like finding that grounded element. There is every character can have a good performance.
Yeah, and I think there are some situations where maybe you don't have enough information. There's been some characters I voiced that I thought, man, the audience is gonna hate this, and then the audience loved it, and the game community loved it, and I'm like, okay, thankfully we're good. I'm so glad because I was prepared for backlash. I was prepared for this is the most annoying voice, especially sometimes your voice sounds obviously every time your voice sounds different in your head than it does outside of your head. So there's times where I'm recording a character, I'm going, this is the most annoying sound possible. And I tend to save those voices to annoy my friend in gameplay, like I will here in a little bit with SCP 5K. And they do tend to show up when I'm scared. I opened the gameplay screen and I was like, oh no, it's a scary game. And Sid was with me and he's like, yeah, it's a horror game. I'm like, you're going to have so much screaming. So if you thought it was quiet, this part of the stream, I apologize deeply for what is shortly coming.
So Gomito, our aspiring voice actor, asks, "Can you ask her if you have any tips for beginners? Like, I really just don't know how to start, and I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I really don't know why. So I think you've kind of given little bits and pieces, a lot of good beginner tactics. But because Gomito was so kind to come in from a voice acting Discord, I guess what would you be like the top 3 or 4 bullet points for a novice looking to step up to that microphone, join the great pantheon of great voice actors like James Earl Jones, J.K. Simmons, and many others?"
Um, Main one is accept the cringe. There's going to be cringe in early voice acting, especially if you're taking chances and you're being creative things. There's going to be moments where you miss the mark and it sounds really really bad. That's why you're recording versus doing it live. So if you accept the cringe and you go, okay, this is cringe, but how do I get this better? How do I keep working with it? Then you can grow past that. There's also a good sign with cringe where if a voice actor listens to the auditions they did a month ago or 2 months ago and they go, oh, this sounds terrible, I'm cringing, that's a good sign. It means you've gotten better since then. So the main thing that stops a lot of actors, especially self-conscious, and a lot of voice actors are self-conscious about their voice, is the cringe behind listening to their own voice, listening to the performances. So if you separate yourself, either work on separating yourself out of it and going, okay, if this were somebody else, would I be this harsh of a critic? Um, that might help. To me, I just go, man, it's cringe. How do I get over the cringe? Or in some situations, I embrace the cringe and I go, this is just going to be that audition. It's going to go in, and if they don't like it, they don't like it. There's been characters before where I went, this is never getting picked. This is the worst audition possible, but I'm sending it anyway to get over my self-esteem issues, and I'll get the role. And then there'll be auditions where I'm like, this is phenomenal. I couldn't do any better, and I never get that role. So just embrace the cringe, move past the cringe. Don't let it hold you back.
There you go. Just move past that social inhibition. Let yourself fly. I don't know. Isn't there some sort of Katy Perry song about finding your inner voice roar or something? Get in touch with that. Go watch Wicked.
Man, we are going back to 2010. This is throwback Saturday.
So DCR says this is less of a question, more of a recommendation. Can you read SCP-1762 at some point? It's really wholesome, and I think you'd like it. He specifically wants you to read it. I said I'll read it for you, but he says no. I need Rachel to read it.
1762?
Yes, 1762.
Why does it say there's a video right here that this will make you cry? I know I'm doing a live stream here a little bit.
So maybe his wholesome thing was he was a troll. You can save it for another point. Maybe it's one of the more infamous SCPs. All right, so we are getting a little bit past an hour. Let's do a quick lightning round of 5 questions. We are not wrapping up. Here's what's going to happen. Rachel is going to move to her Twitch, and what I will do is you can either go. I will link her Twitch. You can go there and encourage her in the chat, or you can stay here. I will also restream her Twitch, whichever way is most comfortable for you, and we will get to see her experience her own work and try out the game with Sid Alpha. But before we do that, and thank you so much for taking the time on this Saturday to come and hang out with our audience and play the game. I can't wait to see you go through it. Let's get a few more questions in so you can pick your brain. So come on, you got 5 minutes, lightning round. Throw in those questions. I want to see you guys ask her anything SCP related, anything voice acting related, anything about anime or video games. Let's have it. So Human asks,
if I've learned anything about the internet, I feel like this is going to go poorly very quickly. Make me proud, internet. Make me proud.
Human says, is there a certain mobile task force you like?
Mobile task force. Ooh, in SCP.
Yes. If you're not familiar with the all the task force, I don't blame you. It's cool that you know some of the monsters, but that's kind of like deep SCP lore. Because you know how like Warhammer, there's like a billion chapters of the Space Marines. There's the Blood Angels and the Ultramarines. There's like MTF Unit 104, the Chaos Insurgency, the GOC. But like that's kind of like really deeply in the lore.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play a little bit more before I answer that one. I feel bad because normally I like to be like, oh, this is it, but I want to pick a favorite and then change my mind later, and then yeah. So I'm gonna play SCP and then I'll get back to you on the favorite.
I think a safe one right now is the UIU, which is kind of the faction she leads, even though it's not.
That's true. I say that so often in the script too, that I'm like, yeah, but what if they're like, part of it is like, I don't know with the game context how much my character really likes them, or how much, So we'll find out. But the UI is a safe one right now.
Effect has Rachel? Have you ever written books?
I'm working on a book right now, actually. I'm working on a fantasy novel, but it will probably come out when I'm like 50. Now, I'm already 34, so check back with me in 16 years. I'm writing it very slowly, but I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. Huge fan of Lord of the Rings. So it's very inspired by that, mixed with some D&D, mixed with some philosophy, mixed with some of my personal beliefs and everything. So I'm working on it. It's very close to my heart, and I'm nitpicking it as I go through it. So check back, but I definitely am interested in writing. I've been working on things, and I hope to move to that later on in my life.
Have you ever had to create a voice that pushed the limits of your range? How did you ensure it was sustainable for long sessions?
There was a bear character I voiced, so that definitely pushed it. What I did is I contacted it was a remote recording very early on in my career. I contacted the person ahead of time and I said, listen, this voice I can do, but it's very difficult right now. And now it's a very easy voice for me. My range has expanded since then, but at the time it was very taxing. So I said, I do 5 minutes a day. I'm getting you as many lines as I can. The director was very patient, very understanding with things because they liked the voice. So there was that. I also think you should, most professional studios understand, hey, this is too much. So we were going through an anime, Shirobako. And there's an episode where my character's screaming on a roller coaster and everything, and we were going chronologically. And I said, "Hey, can we come back to this because the screaming might destroy me." Currently, it was like a long 4, 5, 6 hour session. I was like, the streaming might destroy me currently, and I worry my voice is different episodes going on after this because of it. Shannon, the director, was 100% like, that's a-okay. We will come back to this. We moved on. We did the rest of the season, and then at the very end of the session, we came back and it was like, okay, we're gonna do these screaming lines. We'll go through them. So if you are going through something where you're like, this is gonna cost my voice, just be vocal about it with the director. They understand. You're not the first voice actor that, for some people it's the gravelly voices. For me, it's the higher pitched voices where I might mess something up, or I need to relax a little bit more beforehand. So just to let them know, they're used to it and they should be pretty understanding, even if it's, hey, I need to take a break every 10 minutes for 2 minutes or something.
All right, so this will be the final question, and then we will transition to gameplay. What is the upcoming anime you're gonna play? What is any upcoming anime you've been cast in?
Oh, hold on. Let me I'm trying to think this is the problem. The ones that pop up in my head are the ones that are still under NDA. So I'm like, okay, what are some let me give you some of my favorites real quick. Hold on. Because I'm gonna mess up names. It's Saturday at 8 p.m. my time. I'm gonna make sure that I pick my favorites. Um, oh, can I say that one? There's a movie coming out. I don't think it's out yet. So there's a movie coming out that uh, I'll post about online when it's good to go. Let's see here. Some of my favorites that are recent. Oh, I can't say that one either. Darn it. Okay. I've got a couple coming out, but they're still under NDA. Um, some of my favorites are Princess Principal is a really cute one. If you haven't checked that out, I really love that one. Shirobako is just because, especially I'm playing a voice actor. I'm a voice actor playing a voice actor. It's so wonderful. I know there's been a lot of voice acting questions in the chat. I can't recommend it enough. It's basically me going through my journey of voice acting. It's a beautiful show, very wholesome. I think you guys will absolutely love it. Alice in Borderland is really, really fun. That's more the horror aspect. So for those of you here for the game that are like, oh, I like horror, I like the psychological thriller, I would recommend that one. So those are some of the ones I can talk about currently. An underrated one is what is it? The Executioner? What is the full name? The Executioner and Her Way of Life. That's a fun one too. I really love my character in that one, and I got very attached to her and her weird journey. Any character that lets me be very, you know, full of myself and do huge laughs and be just extra. She's such a fun character, and I think the writing allowed it to where I don't feel like it was ever too much. She felt very grounded despite being so extra. So those are the ones I would recommend. I have some others coming out, but NDAs are NDAs.
So look forward to that, and let's move on to the SCP 5K playthrough. I cannot wait to see it. So you can hop out, and I will queue up your Twitch channel.
Perfect. I'll see you guys in a second. All right. Thank you guys for the questions. Bye, y'all.
See you over there.
my goddamn stream, bitch! I'm normal, damn it! My sanity's at 100 in the game, not in real life. You open. We've been partnered! We're all gonna die! Brangle thing explodes. Don't come hide with me, you sons of bitches! Die alone! Thank you for tuning into this quality entertainment. I smell my brain. How are you? Why do I have an audience? That's getting clipped. Somebody please, for the love of God, clip that.
It's gonna be like. Hello there. So they can only hear me. That's fantastic. That's the kind of stream I like.
It's probably better than hearing me through most of this. Hello, everybody. Give me a second. It's been months since I have streamed, and I'm figuring out how to do it again because I remember things. I used to be partnered on this. I think I'm still partnered on this site. Hello, people that followed over from the SCP Discord channel. I almost said the D&D for some reason. We talked a lot about D&D over there. I'm getting everything all set up, and we're going to play over here. It's been a while since I've streamed, so some of you might be back here because you're like, Rachel, where have you disappeared off to? I don't know, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I get for the sub. I much appreciate. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? I'm getting everything all bumped up over here, and then missed you too, friend. We need to play some D&D together sometime. I'm gonna boot up SCP in a second. I know Sid's getting stuff set on his end, so we're just gonna like float in this ether. Isn't this a nice ether? I built this ambiance just for you guys.
Very dark.
You feeling it, Mr. Krabs? I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm hoping that I think he said he was gonna restream it into his Discord, so hopefully, I'm sorry, my Discord people. I'm much weirder on my own than I am in a professional setting. Look at my green glow. Look at this green kind of just floating around here. This is why I don't play with this with special settings. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these guns. Yeah. All right. So we're getting everything. Loving the void.
What is happening right now?
I'm existing in the void, and I'm dragging you into it. So.
Yeah, your Twitch channel looks like somebody could be doing slam poetry over there right now. It's so black.
Moo goes the cow. How now, brown cow? Wherefore art thou? That was fucked up already. I'm so nervous about this. I loaded up the loading screen. I feel like that was redundant. The loading screen happened. The loading screen showed up in my face, and I realized that this was actually really gonna be scary. And I'm not good with scary games. So if you are listening through headphones, I'm going to warn you now. Don't. Maybe put this on speaker, okay?
I am in direct fear for my hearing capacity over the course of the next hour-ish.
Oh, Sid's louder. Hold on, let me bump this up. I feel like it's because Castian... last time I streamed was D&D, and Castian is by default so loud. Like, because
that's totally different from you in every way.
Exactly. All right, well, you ready, Sid? We're gonna... I saw your message. That's fine. If you want to... Shut the fuck up, car. You want to go? I actually have stopped cursing, and then I get on stream, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be kerfuffle. I think I've become a different person on stream.
Excuse me.
Why is it brighter on your guys' side? Maybe it's the difference in my monitors. I bet it's the difference in my monitors. If it looks weird, let me know. Let me move my headphone. Look at my ducks! Look at my demon ducks!
Dear God.
I'm trying to distract myself so that I don't, Oh, it's making mushy noises. And not the banana kind of mushy noises. Oh. Eduardo.
Yes.
I'm scared of her. All right, how do I play with you? How do I private game? You're the gamer. I'm just the.
I've never played any SCP games before in my entire life,
I've
so
played them, but not
I
well.
don't know.
I don't know
I
if
believe
wanna
this was going
raid.
to be raid on Area 12, right?
Think so? Area 12, Chapter 1. Can I do this as a group? I don't want to go alone. I'm not going alone. I will not make it far alone. No. Stop loading. Stop loading like I'm going alone. No. We're taking Sid into this. We're taking Sid into this. Please stop loading. Please. This better give me the option after it loads to let you in. Because we will not go anywhere. There's a reason I dragged Sid in. Those of you who watched the Forest playthrough, you know, I'm not going anywhere in a horror game alone. I need help. In so many ways, but most of the time in the video game way. Still loading, so I'm still having hope. It's loading so hard. The loading sound is kind of a vibe though. Okay. I feel like it's because it's the first time I played it. It's good. I might be loud. I don't know if I'm loud. You need to invite it from the main menu. Okay, so hold on. Escapade.
Yeah, what you can do there is you can hit escape and go to host game.
Oh god, I'm in the game. Oh god, I'm in the game. Why am I in the game? Hold on.
It's fine. You can host from right there. So
Okay.
just don't move.
Okay. Good, because I'm not sure how to yet. Hold on. Am I ready? Or do I not hit ready till you're here? Maybe I'll wait till you're here.
Yeah, go ahead and hit ready. Because
Okay.
you're gonna want to hit, because then you can hit escape.
Okay.
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 Nothing's gonna happen in the starting room.
You don't bring that curse on me, Ricky Bobby. I've seen this. Look, that chair has blood on it. No, nothing's gonna happen on the waiting room. I don't have bloody chairs in my waiting rooms if nothing's gonna happen in them. Okay? Now, if something's gonna happen in them, sometimes I decorate them with a little bit of blood, just so you know, the people know when they come over, like something's gonna happen in this room. Is that not your decorating decor style? Is there a gun? Oh, good, there's a gun. Okay, I called dibs on the gun. You're fine, calm down. I don't do well with horror games.
Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna set your lobby visibility to invite only.
Okay, hold on. I have to make a thing. They unplugged their headphones because they know the type of stream this is going to be. Okay? Learn from the bloody room. This is gonna be a loud stream. I would not recommend headphone uses like this person. Okay. Go to here and then turn it to what now? Invite?
Go to host game, turn it to invite only,
Okay. Are we friends on here?
and then you can click host game at the bottom.
Oh, it's saying I can invite from my Steam friend list, but
Pretty sure we're friends on Steam.
I thought we were too, but maybe I thought we were friends. It's not
just
showing
search.
you online.
What's your Steam name? Is it just Rachel Messer?
I think it's Ray Goes Rar, or it's maybe TTV/Rachel. I have a lot of names. I am a person by many names. Many have called me Gandalf the Grey, but they're wrong on multiple fronts. So many fronts. Many have called me Chaotic. They're right on so many fronts. It might be my middle name at this point. Just go back to the main menu and invite, and the host game button probably won't work. Okay, so hold on. We're getting a device here. So go back to the main menu. Oh wait, that's canceled. Let's return to main menu. I made such friends in the room, though. I was having great friends in the room. It was so secure. In my room. Okay. And then invite. Invite. Where's invite at? Start options. Play. And where's invite at? Start. See, options. It's the loading screen. It's this screen that scares me. Do I need the building? It's the loading screen. It's this screen that scares me. Do I need the building? And then the dramatic. It's Messer is my last name. Yeah. Messer is my last name. Yeah. So I have the website chat. So the plus on the top right. Big brain. Thank the plus on the top right. Big brain. Thank goodness you're here. Okay. Are you on? Eduardo. Are you online on Steam?
It's probably showing me as offline. I can
Okay.
change that.
Yeah, trying. What is this? What is this? Why is it marked? Why is it labeled? Oh, it looks cool, but I. Can I pet?
Okay, no, it should be showing me as online.
Okay, well, you're not online. Yumi's online. You're not online. Are we
We're
friends on
probably
Steam?
not. We're probably not friends on Steam.
Can I invite you from Discord? No, that's the invite
No.
from Discord. Okay.
You'll just have to add me as a friend on Steam.
Oh, I have to add you as a friend?
Uh-huh.
Oh, people have to know publicly we're friends? Okay. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I appreciate your patience as we get things set up. Let me add you on. I really thought we were friends on Steam.
I thought we were too.
I can breathe a sigh of relief. Because the dramatic... Man, the sound design on that is golden. It's beautiful. I'm terrified just from it. I'm going to send you my friend code, Sid, because I don't know how to do this.
Alrighty.
Invites. I could block you, but I feel like we have to be friends first for me to block you. Or search a name of a friend. Sid. I found you. Why are we not friends? Friend invite
Okay.
sent. They will have to.
I sent you an invite too.
Oh, where do I find my friend? It's not notifications. Community? Home? Maybe? Friends. I have 2 friends online, and one of them is Sid! Let's go! Okay, hold on. That was far easier than I expected it to be. Alright, loading up. Let's get this going, Mr. Krabs. I'm so
They haven't even
sorry.
started playing yet, and she's already freaking out.
I didn't know it was gonna be this scary. I knew it was gonna be a horror game, but like they've outdone themselves. I'm terrified. Okay, the build up here. Press any key. Where's the any key? Add Eduardo to the test.
Why did you restart your game?
Because I don't know how to do multiple things at once, Sid. All right.
Oh, I have yep, I have game invite.
Hope you're ready for me to carry you through this.
Oh, there, look, we're in a little group up there.
There's blood on the chair, Sid. This is serious business. Exactly. All right, you ready, Freddy?
Yeah, I suppose.
Let's go through Area 12. Oh, goodness. All right, Sid. Now, listen, I have put some serious decoration efforts into this house, all right? So I will not have you coming in here and being like, there's not enough blood on this chair. There's the perfect amount of blood on the chair.
I disagree.
Now, don't ask what creature's blood it is. Location unknown. Mood. Did you take the gun?
No,
Where are you?
we're not in the same room.
Shut the fuck up. There's a voice talking. I like that I'm leaning closer, like I might be able to hear it better. Can I pull the fire alarm? Use your flashlight, G. And night vision can be used with N.
Ooh, night vision. Predator vision. I like it.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park, and I might not take it off. If I... Are you going out the door?
I'm trying to figure out how to open the door.
Mine made a sound. Mine made a sound. Mine made a sound. Mine made a sound. I'm gonna jump on the desk.
Oh, it's because I just broke some glass. Oh, look, there's some dead security dudes.
Are we coming through? This is Crow Actual at the UIU TOC in Sugar Grove. To any surviving entry teams in Area 12, we've got additional FBI and law enforcement on their way to the site.
I sound far calmer than I am in real life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me sounding like I have my shit together!
Hi!
Did you break the glass? How did you break
Yes,
the
I
glass?
did.
It's
Because
only
I
dark.
used left mouse button.
Oops. That's the wrong button.
Did you-
I did not mean-
did you-
Don't make me take you out, Sid. Don't make me, okay?
Let's see. What was the button for the night vision again?
N.
And
N for
there
night.
we go.
G for flashlight. Marco!
I literally cannot get past you.
Okay, good.
Hey, we can jump.
We can jump if we want to. We
A
can leave
little
our
bit.
friends behind. What is that?
Find a way out.
Oh.
There's somebody talking over here.
What? What?
What?
What?
You heard me.
You're doing this cool ass lean, bro. You have like some style to you. Look at you go. You're looking far more normal. There's a dead body. Sidward, there's a dead body. Can I chuck something at it? He doesn't
I don't
do
think
that.
you have anything to chuck yet.
Marco!
Oh, this is
Oh god. It made sound.
I think this box fell on someone, which doesn't make any sense because the ceiling isn't exactly that high up.
Do you think there's somebody under there? What if the
Oh, look at the blood splatter.
What if somebody's in the box, Sid? What's in the box, Sid? Somebody could have been in the box, and then they died in the box. Like there was a stabbing match in said
Excuse me.
box, and then they're bleeding out. This is fresh blood, too.
It
There's
is.
splatter marks.
Oh,
Somebody else
looky,
could
another
have-
door.
Stop opening doors! I'm not emotionally ready for this!
Let's see, what do we got here? We got a whole lot of
Did you-
nothing.
Did you not notice the dead bodies?
I don't care about the dead
This
bodies.
was Fred, this was George, this was Gerardo, this was Penelope. We were
And we
besties.
loot them?
Listen, we're not talking about Lucy. There's Ricardo. Who's sharpening
Why
the
is
knife?
their
Are you
blood
sure?
black?
Why is their blood black?
It was like red when it hits the ground, but on their clothing it's black.
Well, Penelope always kind of had like a little bit of black blood to her. So, F to interact. Look, I'm getting it, Sid. I'm breaking and entering. Do I get a gun? for
Hey,
this?
fantastic. Please don't give her a gun. I will die repeatedly.
There's a lot of dead bodies. Did you find out what was in that room, by the way?
There was nothing in that room.
I would love if the game. What? No. Why do you walk up to
Ooh.
it? Why do you walk up to it? Look at it being there, and you just walk up to it?
Because I just found a gun.
What? Where do you get the gun?
Because I walked up to it.
Can I get the thing out of it, or does the thing out of it? What is wrong with its face? Okay, it's 8. Who dropped the crowbar? Did you drop the crowbar? Did I drop the crowbar?
Nobody dropped a crowbar.
I heard a crowbar.
Did you now?
Listen, I need to. Okay, I think it's dead. I think it's officially dead. If it were gonna jump scare us, it would have jump scared us already. Poor Penelope.
Let's see.
That
Oh,
was the
another
second
door.
Penelope.
Let's see. What do we got in here?
You know how
Anything?
much
Anything?
how
Anything?
expensive that's gonna
Oh,
be to
another
repair
gun.
this glass?
There's a gun over here.
Okay, give me the gun. 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 Gun. Got it. I have no ammo. Sid, hold on, hold still. Yeah, I have no ammo. It is November 26th, 1979. 28.
I'm willing to. Oh, I think my slide is locked. Is my slide locked back too?
Yeah, it looks like it. I think we need ammo.
Yep. Well, we're halfway there. We found guns. Now we just need to find some ammo.
You've made it. I would not have left the room by this point if I were playing just by myself. Just so you know, chat. I would not have left.
Oh, the date is November 28th, 1979. That's a very good year. You know
Why
why
is
that's
there-
such a good year?
Oh, were you born that year?
That is the year I was born.
There's a flashlight here.
Cool. Can you pick it up?
I don't think so.
No, you cannot.
Do we need an extra flashlight though? Okay, hold on.
Not really.
Shut up. Shut up. Okay, we're looking this way. We're looking that way. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Good. You're gonna go.
We're going into the room here.
Go break into the room. Let me know if you find any ammo. car doesn't know me.
It won't let me open the door in this room. Interesting.
Shh. Hold on, hold on.
Wow,
Hello?
this is...
Hello? Hello? What's that? You better be a wall. If you're not a wall, I'm pretty sure it's a wall. Shh. Shh. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we're back to the start. We're back to the start. We're back to the start. I've already been here. Yeah, there's our bloody box where they had the stabbing match inside. There's the corpse thingamabob.
let's see.
I'm
I've got
feeling
an
more
open
confident.
vent above my head.
What?
Yeah.
They can come from the ceiling?
I think they can come through the ceiling. And a light just blew out over my head, too.
Oh, well then you might be where I need to be. Hold on. I'm breaking and entering. Why can't I break and enter?
I don't know. Switch to your knife. Mouse
Broken. Got it. Oh, they put a rug over the blood. That's nice. Okay, where are you at? Because I think...
Oh,
What?
I saw a door just close on its own in front of me here.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that. Where are you at? Where are you at? Hold on.
I'm over here.
Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I got your backup, Sidward. You're not dying without me. You're dying because of me.
I'm hearing noises. Oh,
Where are you at?
I just died.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on. You what now? Where were you at where you died? Where were you at where you died? This is important information.
That's actually right there where your flashlight is glowing. That's the direction I headed in. Oh, I'm back up.
Okay. What killed you?
I don't know. I just heard a thump and I was switched to over the shoulder of you. Excuse me. So, coming back to you.
Through? Okay, I made it through. Okay, let's not open any doors. You said they came from
I'm
they
back
came
to
from
the
this-
area where I was killed.
Where are you at? Oh, you're on the other side.
On the other side, yeah.
Hi, James.
Whoa!
Shut up, 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 shut up. Okay, hold on.
This
Come
door
in.
just fell on its own.
We're having a lot of poltergeist activity over there.
Are you okay? Oh, it was behind you. It was this way.
No,
I saw it.
we're not going towards that way! Okay, we're good.
Well, it's good. You alright?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I got my knife, Tactical knife. It was behind
Okay.
me.
This way is where I died.
Okay. Is that your body?
No, that is not my body.
Okay. Sid! It made sounds. Ooh, okay.
Oh, there's the gun I dropped.
It's raining.
Alright.
Inside. Hold on, it's raining inside. It's gotta be in the vents. The things you're just dancing under.
Oh,
It is not in the vents.
did you see me just get axed?
Oh, I saw you just like your body flung and your body's just sitting there.
Yeah, it just burst through that door and killed me.
Okay. So what we're saying is we don't use the door.
Well, I think it's probably
Stop
gone
knocking.
now.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Who's not there? Who's not there? I think he's probably gone now. Is it Knox?
Alright, I'm coming up behind you.
Which
need
one
my
was
gun.
behind me, though? Because this wasn't the area that was behind me.
My gun is hovering in midair.
You're about to be hovering in midair. Why do you keep going close to the door?
Because it's probably gone. Oh, nope. I'm dead again.
Alright, so don't touch the door, but let's try and go around. the-
That is hilarious! Sorry. This is why I'm terrible at horror games, because they do not scare me.
Don't worry, I'll be scared enough for the both of us. All right, so don't touch the door, Sid. It is a terrible knock-knock joke. Knock, knock,
Yeah.
who's there? You're dead. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's fair, but I'm still gonna get my gun back.
You are gonna die so many times to that door. It's the door itself. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Like, if it's not the door, it's got the door on its arms, because it looked like it did this. And then it put it back together again.
Oh, I don't
Like the world's
know
worst
if I...
Humpty Dumpty.
I can't get my gun. It's too close to the door.
That sucks. This is why you don't befriend door monsters. We need to
Well,
figure
figure
a way-
sooner or later, if I keep feeding it, it'll just get full and it'll stop killing people, and
It's a
then I'll be able to get my
strategy,
gun
Cotton.
back.
I think this is a way we're supposed to go, because there is a monster there. There's like an SCP there. I don't know what SCP it is.
Some kind of giant spider-looking thing.
Don't come near me, don't come near me, don't come near me, don't come near me. Sid, I need you to sacrifice yourself so I can walk the other way. Because I feel like I'm supposed to go this way, but there's boxes. This way, we have a little step up, but I don't know how to get through here. See what I mean? I think because of the SCP, we're supposed to go this way.
Can't, though. It's physically impossible.
Yeah, maybe we need a screwdriver, or maybe just... Shut up, shut up. We're gonna go quick. We're gonna go quick, fast and in a hurry, quick, fast and in a hurry, quick, fast and in a hurry. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
Fine. It's fine as long as you don't get too close to the door. Well, there's plenty of tools right here, but you can't pick any of them up.
Who's the voice?
I have no idea.
Dad? Alright, it's not my dad.
How the hell did you... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Stand by.
Ah, it's empty.
Gun safety.
Like to
Treat
find
every
another
firearm
gun.
as if it's armed. Alright, I'm treating it like it's armed. Okay, we're good on step 1. Step 2. Never point a firearm at anything you're not willing to destroy. Step 2 is complete. Keep your finger off the trigger until it's ready to fire. Step 4. Be sure of your target and what's behind it. Sid, are you the SCP?
Possibly. You don't
You've
know.
been the SCP the whole time.
Oh, what do we got? We got a little tablet here.
Oh.
Document obtained.
J.
S
SCP
clearance level 2 restricted. 173B.
Hold on. Is this the door? Okay, wait.
Animate cognito-hazardous statue composed of concrete, rebar, and trace amounts of spray paint.
There's a mobile statue around here? Is that what was behind me?
I'm guessing this is kind of like the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who.
Okay.
That's interesting. But apparently, yeah, mobile statue. So keep an eye out for that.
Good. I needed the things to come alive. The door. The people.
There's got to be another gun around here somewhere.
I think that was your only chance.
That's a shame.
There
Oh
might
well,
be
it's not
some
like the
later on.
gun would even friggin' do much with no ammo.
I'm gonna laugh when I find a whole bunch of ammo and I just get to
And then you
shoot
just
everything.
shoot me repeatedly.
Alright. Let's try the doors. Can I
Oh,
open these doors?
There's a ringing phone right here.
Hold on, let me get there.
It won't let me answer it.
No,
Hello?
this is Patrick is what you answer is.
Hello? Dave's not here, dude.
Dave's not here. No, this is Patrick. Is there anything on the screens? No.
No.
I can't imagine how frustrating this has got to be for the people who have played this game, and we're just like probably dancing around the most obvious thing. being
Oh yeah, I
dumbasses.
guarantee it. I guarantee it.
They're like, listen, they went left, they should have gone right. How are they this lost? And it's a skill. that I inherit and am very proud of.
Interesting. Oh, somebody just left their coffee sitting around here. That's just rude.
You think it was maybe because they got shot in the face?
That's entirely possible, yeah.
Alright, let's go back to the dead bodies.
Oh, hello.
What?
Gutter override box.
The what override box? I'm stuck.
Gutter override box.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Sid, I'm stuck.
What do you want me to do?
Come kill me. Sorry. Don't take my gun. Actually, don't. Don't come kill me. Don't come kill me. Let me see if I can get out of here by myself.
Right, crouching,
How do I crouch?
jumping.
I've tried jumping. Jumping's how I got into this.
Crouch is control.
Control did it.
Hey, look at that.
Woo! So can I go under here?
But yeah, there's a lever to pull here, and I want to pull it.
Do it. Pull it.
And there's monitors. Oh, look at that. I think we found our statue on the monitor.
Hold on. What?
Yeah, on that left monitor.
Oh! That's where the dead body is, because of the flashing lights. So if you open that lever, I think it's gonna release that. Did you open the lever? Is that why?
Yes, I did.
Oh, it's gone! It's gone, Sid! It's gone, Sid! It's gone!
I released it.
Why?
Now we find it and kill it
With your no gun?
with my no gun and your gun with no bullets.
Alright, well it's at the start, so let's go back to the start.
Oh, looky what I found. A gun.
Look at you! The game favors you. You can't kill it.
Now, if we can just find some ammo.
Chat's saying we can't kill it. Mad Kitty says we can't kill it.
Can't kill it?
Sid!
Yes.
Dripping sounds, and concrete sounds.
Yep, concrete scraping sounds. That's probably the statue coming to kill us.
Stay with me.
I'm looking for ammo.
Oh, I don't like this.
5 times.
Oh, I would not be doing well with this alone. Press T
Hello.
when you find it and then interact with it. Sid! Ah! It's getting closer!
I think it might be in the vent. Nope.
I can't breathe. I think we are supposed to go in the vents. I think the vents are the way out.
I can't open that vent. Unless we're supposed to...
You're my sacrifice.
It's fine. I'm your sacrifice.
When it comes near me, I'm gonna shove you near it. Ah!
Oh shit, it's right in front of me.
Oh god, I clicked the wrong button. Press T,
Uh,
press T.
F.
Statue? Shit. Back away, Agent. You need to get out of there.
I'm listening to me. I'm on my way out. Don't you worry me, I got me.
It just left. It disappeared. Literally disappeared.
Did you back away from it? Did you follow my instructions?
I backed away a couple of feet.
Don't be gaming. I don't like this. I'm gonna die. Sid.
Yeah. I'm stuck.
Did you try crouching?
I am crouched.
I'm gonna Blair Witch Project this. I'm gonna stand in the corner. Anybody who comes near me gets knifed. Alright?
I'm literally stuck. I
You ready for
actually
murder?
do need you to... Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's the same area I got stuck into. Hold on. Okay. It's just a game.
I mean, I walked right up to the statue thing and it didn't kill me. I just reported it.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
You even see me?
Uh-huh. Oh, you're out.
Can you kill me?
I'm trying, but you're stuck in the concrete. I had to try jumping over the window.
Oh shit! It's right here.
Oh my god. Hi, friend. You know what I really love? Concrete. Solid material. Great boyfriend material. Alright, not going anywhere. Stable, secure, solid. I see you for what you are. You are a catch, sir. Maybe he'll kill you.
It's not doing anything.
I don't think he can get you.
I'm trying to piss it off so it'll kill me. Here, I'll face away from it. You look away from it. Maybe it'll kill me.
I think it only has eyes for me. Ah! It's gone. 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 It's gone.
I'm complete. Do I have to leave and like rejoin the
God.
game or something?
It's trying to hunt you, I think. Because it's there now.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Somebody says Rachel have Sid use /kill username. /kill in chat. I don't know. Press enter
Let's
to chat.
see.
/kill Sid Alpha. Got you. I got you, buddy. I got you. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna back away from this thing. Back
oh,
away.
it's right next to my gun.
It's also in the ether that is the wall. Alright. Don't let it do what it's doing. Thank you, chat. You guys are awesome.
Now I'm.
You what? Where are you at?
The game is like locked up for me.
Oh, no. You didn't just leave me in here. I'm gonna go sit in my little corner.
There we go.
next to-
There
next
we
to
go.
my friend Fred here.
I got it unstuck.
I'm gonna breathe.
All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. If I can find my way through.
Honestly, we might go back the way we came now that that door is open. Maybe our
I
way
need
out
my
is-
gun first. Oh! Hi.
You're still glitching out in the...
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm just gonna go around it here, see if I can get my gun.
Okay. I really want to go back.
No, my gun is inside the wall. It's lost. Son of a... Wait, no, I got it.
Oh, look at you! You can try the gate you opened. Okay, Sid.
Get close to it and see if you have to report it too. Or does only one of us have to report it?
I think only one of us has to report it. I'm gonna back away. 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 Back away. Okay, where I backed too much away. Where's our starting point?
It's this way.
Following the broken doors. It's like the weirdest gumdrop trail. Okay, so that's the way we need to go. I think. There's another dead body there. Did you leave this half corpse here? It's bad to waste food, Sid.
Ah, sorry.
It's on the floor.
I got sidetracked. It happens.
Breach shutters have manual. Sid,
What?
the breach shutters have manual something or other. I press T. I don't like that he's just kneeling there. All right, like he could be taking a breather. He could be having a moment. We've all had those moments, but
Speak for yourself.
oh, I'm gonna go say hi to him. He's gonna kill me. He's gotta be bait. This feels like bait. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Are you here?
That was me. That was me breaking glass. I'm
Okay.
looking for something, anything in these rooms, but I'm not finding anything. No ammo, no nothing.
Open the
All we've got is
outer
empty
breach.
guns.
Foundation security. They usually get poached from the prison system, but also from various militaries, including our own. It's their job to
Interesting.
protect sites and areas all over the world. And I've got some of the best gear and training you can get. They don't go down easy either. Looks
Oh,
like the Foundation
good.
has lost control of Area 12.
Do they
This
have
isn't good.
fucking ammo?
The Foundation contacts we have also gone silent, so we don't know how they're intending to fix this.
Oh,
You find a gun?
item full.
Hi, Brad.
Did you just died?
How do I?
Are you okay?
How do I reload? Oh, respawn
You
point.
just have to you just have to wait a few moments.
I
All
have
right,
a
I'll
flashlight?
press G.
Oh, I'm pressing F. That's why. Thank you. I was like, I can't handle this game without a flashlight.
All right, I'll stare at it until you come get your gun back.
On my way. What did that say I could interact with?
I'm not sure if you had the time to read the file on this place, or how much you know about the paranatural. But those could be from any number of things at Area 12. The Foundation has no shortage of things with claws.
Oh, good. Blood on the walls. That's not. Sid, I thought you were watching it. Are you dead?
No, I'm not dead.
I think somebody said I could crawl under here.
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
they're right.
Control the crouch.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let me get my things back.
You're
When
over
we
here to
received
my
a
right.
leak from the whistleblower about a potential containment breach at Area 12, it apparently started small, but quickly spiraled into this multi-spectrum class event. There's something called a green-white echo lockdown in place, which means only manual overrides can operate a lot of the
You
doors.
just pick up the gun.
Get used to it,
That's all you
Agent.
can do.
These people compartmentalize everything.
Gun's by your right foot, or in between your feet, actually.
Oops. Okay. Get some water. Hold on. Oh, so give me a sec. I'm gonna pause my thing. I'm just gonna grab some Alka-Seltzer because otherwise I'm gonna get motion sickness. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Sid.
Yes. Hi, people. So far, only mild screaming. It's not too bad yet. She hasn't ramped things up to 11 quite yet. While she's gone, I should stop staring at the statue, and maybe it'll just come kill her again. What do you think? Do it. Okay.
Why is there knocking? I leave for a second.
Oh, it's me trying to break something. Oh, it moved away.
We had to let it out. We didn't have to let it out. Okay.
It's floating.
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 Oh, I'm invisible on my stream. I need those lives for the chaos ahead. Oh no.
Let's see.
See, there's
Oh! It just killed me.
breach bunker. Maybe if I don't move, it'll go to the other side. Maybe it's a motion one. Maybe?
Damn it. I keep losing my gun.
I feel like there was something. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Teddy. Okay? I've named
Where's
him
my
Teddy
gun?
now.
I want my gun back.
Can we kill Teddy?
There we go.
Teddy. Stalking is bad. We don't do that, Teddy. Okay?
Alright, I left.
Left where?
Goodbye.
Left, what? Where'd you leave to?
What? I'm exploring. I'm trying to find ammo. Oh, hello, open vent.
Oh, hold on. Sid is following me. Sid is following me. Sid is following me. Sid.
Just keep watching it as you back towards me.
Where are you at?
Look for my name. Not that far away. Right here.
Alright, where's the open vent?
Right here. Let's see. Oh,
The vents are my favorite place. This feels secure. This feels nice. I feel like I have my life together in the vent.
let's see. Right or left?
Sid, I have a question.
Hmm.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm
No.
just saying, if you wanted this as a safe place to vent,
Oh, look at that.
You can let some air out.
I hate you.
Okay, well, there's the other half
Okay,
of
well,
the
there's a
picture.
dead one. Can't get around it though. Ah, I fell.
I'm gonna say we should have gone left. We went right, we should have gone left.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
it takes us to the same thing. It takes us to the same thing. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Jump down. It's an O? It's an O. Oh. Oh, is what I say. Oh, no. Well, I made friends with it. The vent is a loop. Oh, okay.
Oh, I found a box of 5.56 ammo right here,
Ooh, hold on.
but I can't do anything with it.
I can't. Hey, Sid. Hold still for a sec.
Guess what? Your gun's empty. The slide's still back. It's 5.56 ammo, not pistol ammo. It's rifle ammo.
Is this a 5.56? Hey, Sid, I have a second
No.
gun. Double guns!
It is an M9A3. There's guns all over the place here. No pistol ammo to speak of, though. These guys do appear like they were heavy smokers, though.
They told me to reload. I reloaded, but I still can't shoot you. At least I think I reloaded.
Oh, look at that. I have ammo.
You have ammo? I want ammo.
You hear that?
I hear the sound of me not having ammo.
Sounds like it.
I hear the sound of me having ammo! Alright, what were we doing?
I was gonna pull this lever.
What? Will you stop touching the levers? What's coming through? Back up! Back up! Are you glad you opened the door, Sid? Are you feeling good about this choice?
I am.
Where did you go? Okay, you're right there.
How the fuck do you reload?
R.
No, I must be out of ammo again.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't have wasted our ammo on those guys because I feel like we're gonna need it. Locked from the inside.
There we go. These guns on the table here appear to have ammo in them, so...
Oh, my health is low. I think that's what that means.
Your health is low. Locked from the inside.
Hi.
Lord. Okay. Oh, look at this. That's pretty grisly. Oh, shit.
I want to see what's grisly.
People hanging upside down from the ceiling.
You know, they got to do their ab workout somehow. Now they just got to get the pull-up part, and they're halfway there. What's the sound?
Oh. Let's see. What'd you find?
A gun. They don't really have the faculties for push-ups anymore. I still believe in them. Alright, I don't think we can do anything there. There's another vent.
Let's see. Well, we should get back to that Area 12 thing, containment thing that we opened up.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I probably only have
Well, at least we found something to fight.
Arms are overrated. Yeah, what do you use them for? Pushing, pulling, picking things up. The gun show. Not as useful as legs. I don't walk on my hands nearly as much as I walk on my legs. Normally, if there's one thing I can do, it's break things. I can't do that very well. I hear screeching.
Yeah, I heard that too. Let's see. How the hell do we get out of here?
I think that's our objective. Is to find a way out.
Interesting. Okay, so this door is locked from the inside, which means we are on the outside. There's that.
Ah! Hi, buddy! Teddy! You don't need to be here, Teddy. Okay, I'm just gonna stare at you while I drink my thing. Teddy, I love what you've done with your makeup. I do. It's very fashionable. Draws a lot of attention to your eyes. But you're
What's up,
trying
dude?
too hard, Teddy. Okay? You gotta be a little aloof. I'm afraid to leave Teddy because I think Teddy's gonna murder me in a second.
I think you're probably right.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Teddy!
You just closed the door on me?
No, I didn't.
I found water.
Teddy has eyes only for me, and I think he's locked us in here. Oh, hi.
Oh, he's right here.
Uh-huh. Ah!
Come inside. Rachel, come inside. Oh, it won't let us go down there?
It's
That's
having a nice
lame.
little swim. Whew. Whew. I gotta be on my phone. It's at 26%.
You alright?
You're A-okay, Ash. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to call it in about 10 or so minutes. I'm surprised I've been able to play this long with my motion sickness for games.
Oh shit. Well, it's right at the door. Oh, and it disappeared.
So doors stop it is what I'm hearing. And then you open the
Apparently so. And then I open the door. You alright?
I'm good. I'm just wondering why we have electrical wire running through the water. That feels like a hazard.
It is.
Oh, Ted. Ted, my man. Ted, my darling. You can't do this. Women don't like it when you stalk them in the shadows and then pop up in the middle of hallways. Okay? I know you're new to the dating scene. It's been a while, alright? After Mrs. Ted, when you murdered her, there was like a whole thing. And so I understand it's been a bit. But it's the popping up at random times making all the weird sounds. You can't be doing it, Ted. You can't be doing that. Now I'm gonna back away, Ted. Okay? Arm day's going great. Go to leg day a little bit. So where are you at?
I'm back where that door creature was jumping me.
You've gone real far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and have a standoff with Ted.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I want to go where he's at behind him, but he's in the way. Yeah, somebody's saying I should continue past Ted, so I think my intuition to go towards the big red light in the dark, bloody room is a good instinct. I think it's a good instinct, but Ted here, it has some issues. Jump over the thing next to him. Oh, you are awesome, friend. You are awesome. Thank you, Steph. Oh God, we're man.
I don't know if my keeping an eye on him from behind these boxes is actually going to do anything, but we'll find out.
It might be. He hasn't moved in a bit. Okay, where's the big...
Apparently it did.
Why did you take your eyes off of him?
So I can move again.
Well, at least one of us
Well.
can. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. I wish men in real life tried this hard. I wish men in real life wanted to be this bad.
Some of them do. They're called stalkers, and they usually get prison sentences for trying that hard.
Yeah, not that one, but like, you know. Aside from the stalking, I've not felt so wanted in a long time. Thank you, Ted. And if you would just be, you know, a little bit more sane and less murdery, I think we'd make a good couple. I really thought that was against the rule. Stalker, no stalkings. Ted would be a great boyfriend, very loyal.
Stalker, no stalking. Is that the whole friggin' Dora the Explorer thing?
I wish men in real life would only move when you're not looking at them and also had 6 limbs. You could say he's rock hard. I didn't intend to make the shipping for Teddy, but I will happily take credit for it.
Wow. That's just wrong. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Did you die?
Teddy got a little too excited to see me.
The hell did you
You know,
die?
1 second you think you're really hitting it off with a the guy, right? You think, oh, things are going well. I think he really likes me. Look how attached he is to me. And then the next thing
Oh,
he's shoving one of his
hey,
arms in your
Ted.
body.
Look at
Right,
that.
now Ted can follow you.
He came
Okay.
to say hi.
He came to murder me. And I really thought we were hitting it off well. You know, this is why I don't use Tinder. Are you by my body? Because I'm my gun back. Oh god. Edward.
Careful, Ted's around there. Oh, hi. Dope shit. Hi, Ted.
Yeah, I think Ted
How
wants
are
you
you?
now.
Yeah, he does. Did you get your gun?
Are you by my body?
No. I'm just standing here staring at Ted.
Okay. Well, you stare at Ted, I'll stare at Ted. We'll stare at Ted together. Where am I at? Where's my body at? It's by the red
I don't
light.
know.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne, I'm gonna get a copyright strike, but I can't sing well enough of that. You know what?
Yep,
Screw
he is
guns.
1000% coming for me.
Well, the plants are nice in here. Like, if I was gonna be murdered, I want to be murdered smelling a plant. This feels ominous.
Sorry, Ted.
Oh,
No murder hoboing today.
you're finally awake. This area is meant to pick up after the game's prologue, a small tutorial chapter for new players. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, I can't go into the abyss of hell.
You can't?
Not yet.
Why
I
not?
think I have to wait for death for that. Which is funny because I've died a lot of times in the game. As the devs know. Did we make it all the way through? Is this...
Dude, you seriously need to stop chasing me, man. I'm dead.
That's not a good sign. This really makes me rethink about it. Go under the garage door on the left of this room. Oh, follow the blood. When in doubt, follow the blood.
As one does, yeah. Yep.
The Foundation calls that thing 173. The UIU's had a few run-ins with it, but it's not supposed to be
Who
here.
are they now?
Area 12 is supposed to be a biological research facility. You're lucky to be alive.
I know.
I don't
That's
feel
so
lucky to be
true.
alive.
I feel lucky to be alive. Whew. I think in a second I'm gonna have to call it. And we can pick up. I don't like where this is going.
Let's see. You don't?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
Mm-mm.
You're not sure?
I think on that note, this is where I'm gonna. Can I save the game? Can I say? Do I have? I don't think I could save. I wanna call it here. I wanna be like this. This is good. Oh,
I can't even find you.
there's a checkpoint real soon. Okay. There's a checkpoint.
I have no idea how to even get to you.
I am somewhere. I went through the. Go back towards. Head towards the red light.
What red light?
Shut up.
I'm in that room where the second lever was. Where we dropped down from the air vent.
Oh my god, the sound design
That's where
is
I
so
am.
good. I thought there was something in the room with me. That area is safe for little bit. There's a save soon. Okay, I want to get to a save. So there's the red light area where Ted was at. If you go to the red light area, you see a giant button. Crawl through that, and to the left you'll get a checkpoint. Okay.
I heard a clicker.
Are you sure I go through the this way, right? Before I jump down.
Oh, there's the red light.
I'm
I found the red light.
That's a friendly noise. Ah! I feel so frightened. Do I jump? Okay. Crawl all the way through, and you get to the checkpoint. Okay, so go down, right? I know there's like a 30-second delay or something. So wait. Stuff is MVP right now. All right. Stuff.
Jeez, you went way far ahead.
Stuff gave me the okay. I'm stuck.
I'm like racing trying to catch up to you.
Is that the save?
I just saw Area 12 of logistics.
I think that was the autosave. I'm gonna double check. Because then we can call it and we can pick back up on another stream. Whew! 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 I feel safe in the vents. The vents are my home.
Oh, hey, I found you.
Don't mind me, I just came in here for, you know, breather. Just a bit farther. Okay.
That's a nice looking warehouse in there. Alrighty. Well, that's a
checkpoint
unlocked.
Woo! 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 There's the save. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I think I'm gonna call it here. My nerves.
Don't look at that too long. The Foundation has all kinds of containment procedures that we barely understand. This could be one of them. It could be dangerous. Possibly a cognito hazard that could affect your mind. Let me know if you see any more of these.
Sid, it's a cognito thing that could affect your mind. I think they're talking about me. I am an SCP.
That would make a lot of sense. It actually would.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna pause it here. I get motion sickness when playing new games. I'm really amazed I've made it. How long did we play for? A good hour at least?
A little over an hour.
Yeah. So I'm really happy I'm actually able to play this without getting too sick. I'm gonna go take care of my 6 dogs that you can now know I'm doing the sign off. Do you want to join the Discord? I believe !Discord in the Twitch chat will take you over there. I talk about voice acting, and then it lets you know when I go live and everything because I want to finish this, and so we're at the checkpoint. This has been awesome. I love hearing. I actually sound like I know what I'm doing in this game. I give full credit to the director and the sound crew for making me sound good. Sid, do you want to say anything? Bye.
Anything bye. Thanks for having me. It was fun listening to Rachel. Actually, a lot less screaming than I anticipated. You did very well. I'm proud of you.
I thank you. I had Teddy to back me up, but when you have like someone as stable behind you as Teddy that you know always has your back, it's hard to feel scared. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a great one. Bye, guys.